Alright everybody, welcome back to Body Bags, and I'm Critterbuster, and this is a special week for us, because this is our anniversary week. We're about ready, this is pretty much starting our second year into the channel, and we greatly appreciate all the support, all the times you all watch our videos, comment on it, talk with us on Facebook, everything. We greatly appreciate all of that. And kind of in honor of that, for going into our second year, we are doing reviews for second films, part 2, sequels. So I decided to review one of my favorite horror movie sequels of all time, and that is The Return of the Living Dead Part 2. I even like this movie a lot better than Part 1, even though I really do like Part 1. I believe this was the first one that I had seen before I watched Part 1 even. I remember seeing it on TV a long time ago and loved every second of it. It was just so cheesy and so much fun. But basically this one starts off with leftover canisters from the first film, and they're being delivered on an army truck. And the army truck goes around a sharp curve, and the barrels fall off, and they roll down into a little stream going by a cemetery. There's this kid, I think his name is Kevin, and he gets challenged by his friends to go into the cemetery. And when he does, he comes across the canisters, and he opens up the canister, and it releases all that gunk, fluid, and smoke stuff, whatever. It releases all that into the cemetery, and again embarks on the whole zombie outbreak of the town. This one is, like, the first one was definitely a horror comedy, and it played lots of laughs, but it did a lot of seriousness too. And this one pretty much was just a straight up like parody of that. It was a slapstick almost every moment you can get, and that's what I really liked about it. But basically, once the zombies start coming out, the entire town is evacuated from the army, and this group of people, Kevin and his sister, and I think like the sister's like friend, the cable guy, I think is what he is, actually gets stuck in the town. They were unaware of the they're unaware of the army, evacuating everyone. So they are stuck in the town full of these zombies, and they have to try to survive and escape. And something that's cool about this is, and weird at the same time, is the guy from Friday the 13th Part 6, Tom Matthews, was in the first Return of the Living Dead film. And him and, oh my god, what is his name? Why can I not think of his name? James Karen. Him and James Karen were in the first film together, and they did an amazing job. And they returned to this movie for the sequel, but they play entirely different characters. They have nothing involved with the first movie whatsoever, which is weird because then they actually make reference in the film that when they start turning into zombies, that they feel like they've done this before. Like, something's weird. They feel like they've been in that situation before, which is, it's funny, but it's also weird. Like, is it supposed to be something? Is there something deeper in this movie? That is it supposed to be like a dream of some sort? I don't know. It's kind of weird because they have those two characters who reference being in the first movie, but they have nothing to do with the first movie. It's really strange, but it's really cool to see them back again. They still do an amazing job in this movie too. There's one moment in this movie with James Karen where he picks up a severed head out of a bag, and he's holding it, and the zombie starts talking, and he points at it, and the zombie bites his finger, and he's trying to like get it off, everything like that, and they stab it with a screwdriver, and then the severed head zombie looks at James Karen and says, "Get that damn screwdriver out of my head." And it's just a really funny moment. It's real cheesy. I laugh every time I watch that. But all the survivors have to make their way across town, fighting off the zombies and running around trying to hide. And they make their way to a hospital, which they get attacked by zombies there. And then they decide that they are going to try to leave. They have to leave town. But the kid decides that they are going to lure the zombies into one place and try to like kill them off. So they go to this like town, I guess it'd be like the electric supply area or whatever, like the grid place. And they end up driving this massive truck, like delivery truck, through the gates, and hitting the electrical panel that's on the ground, and because it's all raining and everything, it causes all the zombies to get electrocuted, which then kills off the entire group of zombies. And there's one funny thing during that scene is that one of the zombies looks like Michael Jackson, and when it gets electrocuted, it starts doing like the whole Michael Jackson dance and moonwalking and all that stuff. It's really funny, very slapsticky. Now, at the end of this movie, during the credits, there is a song that plays, and it's called the Monster Mash. But it's done by this pop rock group or something like that. These girls, there was like a pop group back in the 80s and 90s. I'm not sure what the actual group was, but it's found on the VHS tape. This DVD here, I guess there was rights issues with the soundtrack, and the soundtrack is completely gone. It's a completely different soundtrack. The music is all different. The music at the end is all different. They still do the Monster Mash song at the end, but it's a different group, different song, or different version of the song and everything. And I was really disappointed. So if you have the VHS, there's a really cool song at the end of it, of the Monster Mash, and the actual score is really good. This one, not so much. I still love the movie and still love watching it, but I would love for them to actually release this with the original soundtrack score. It would just be so great to watch that again. That's all I can say. There's not much. There's only a commentary on this DVD, so I was very let down. There's no behind-the-scenes look or anything. But there's not much more I can say about it other than the fact that it's very cheesy, very slapsticky, and parody-ish of the first movie, even though the first movie was a comedy. I really love the movie. It's pretty gory. The zombies look pretty good. I think this is probably one of the best zombie movies, in my opinion, that's out there. It's just a lot of fun to watch, which has inspired my tattoo here, which you can see. Return of the Living Dead, the front cover here. Love it that much. Had to get it on my arm. So, Return of the Living Dead Part 2. Thank you guys for watching and being part of our channel for a year now, over a year going. And hopefully you guys stick around and watch some more reviews for us. We got plenty more coming once every single day. Hope you guys like them and stay tuned watching. See ya.